Welcome back to another episode of the Marriage Be Like podcast.
Welcome.
I'm Kenya.
I am Kenny.
And we have
Pastor Stokes.
Oh, okay, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it. Okay.
I remember myself.
You remember who you are. Okay.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. For those who are listening on Envision Radio.
Yes.
We appreciate it. Thank you for listening every Thursday. And if you're not listening every Thursday, start listening every Thursday.
Yes.
At 4 o'clock Eastern Time and
4:00.
yes. And 3 o'clock Central Time.
Yes. On envision-radio.com.
So for those who
You missed it.
it's okay. Well, for those who listen every week, we appreciate you.
Yes.
We love you and we thank you.
We love you.
Yes.
Love you.
Hey, I'd like to also say
Love
that
what you guys are doing.
thank you, Pastor.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
I also want to mention that we are growing on Envision Radio.
Are we?
Saw that.
Yes, we are. We're so happy.
We're happy. Yes, we're happy. What kind of growth do we have?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter. The fact is
You
that we're
don't know.
growing. I don't
Okay.
know what kind of growth, but we're happy that we're growing.
Okay.
Keep
All right.
spreading the word. Keep letting people know. Keep sending out the links. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Like, share, and subscribe. And let
Like,
Mom and
share.
them know that this is the best
All your
podcast ever.
Yes.
Yes.
We're also getting feedback. So that's good.
Yeah.
Not necessarily on the email, but by
Okay.
text, I'll take it.
You know what? She gets a lot of text messages that I don't get, and she doesn't share with me.
This is true,
So,
but I'll share one.
okay.
Well, I'll share the good one. So we've had people say, "Oh, I love your podcast,"
Okay.
but then we also have had people say, "Hey, y'all can't talk over each other."
Uh,
So that's a correction. I was like, you know what? I welcome it all. That's good.
and they're talking to you.
They are.
Okay.
Which is why I
just
gave
wanna-
my text.
Just want to make sure that you understood that it was you, not me. I don't talk over
See,
you.
I brought it full circle. That's how that worked. I brought it right on back around so I could say what my problem was.
For the record, it's her problem, not mine.
And I'm okay with that. So that just means I have to slow down and listen better. I understand.
Yeah.
Therapy
But
comes in all shapes
yes.
and
Yes. Yes.
But I appreciate, the correction.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So again, thank you all for listening. We're going to go right into our let's talk about our calendar.
Okay.
All right. So this is October.
Yes.
Thursday is the 2nd.
Yes. October.
Pretty much we can just call it quits on 2025. It's pretty much over.
I mean,
It is hard to believe. It's-
I know. I'm having a hard time actually saying October.
yeah.
But with Elijah's birthday
Yes.
the other day, that pretty much finalizes us.
Yep.
So if his birthday's on the 29th, September is done. That
Done.
makes it October.
Done.
So now it's like, well, yeah, let's look into Christmas. I'm at the Dollar Tree the other day, and of course, the Christmas stuff is up.
Christmas.
Also with fall stuff,
Yeah.
all up together.
But I tell you what, Home Depot believes in Halloween. You go into Home Depot and man, they got skeletons hanging from the ceilings and,
Oh my.
and ghosts and goblins and
Oh my.
No, thank you. No, thank you. That's why I said fall.
yes.
I didn't even talk about what
Thank you,
Dollar
Kate.
Tree had it up. Thank you.
sorry.
Yes, but that makes you realize what time of the year it is.
Yeah.
Whether it's warm outside, and it's generally always warm during this time for us here in Huntsville. So it just makes you realize, oh wait, it's not summer anymore. We're in the
Right.
fall, and the year's almost over.
Yeah. 3 more months.
Yes. So
Mercy.
let's talk about a few awarenesses
Okay.
for October.
Yes.
I have to keep my phone by me. Okay, so Mental Illness Awareness Week.
Mm.
So we've got the 3rd through the 9th,
Okay.
which is awesome. I mean, I remember not being able to talk about mental illness
Right.
awareness.
Right.
There used to not even be conversation. Those two words didn't even come together.
Right.
If you just look back 10 years.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate it.
Yeah.
Especially in our community.
Yes.
Thank you, Pastor Stokes, especially in our community. So I want to kind of make sure we bring those kinds of things out, which is some of the reason why, Pastor, we have these calendar reviews
Mm-hmm.
so that we can tell people what's available. Sometimes they're silly things, like there was one a couple months ago where it was hot dog
yeah.
this week or something like that.
Yeah.
Did you participate?
I did not.
Wait. Why? Why you direct the question
I
to me?
just wanted to know.
I did participate on that day, though.
You did participate. Let's go, Kenny. Did you participate
In the hot dog?
Yes.
No. I'm gonna tell you why. Because again, I mean, we had this conversation, right?
We did.
Ain't no telling what's in a lot of hot dogs. So I do eat the turkey ones, and and then if you can find the beef ones, but the other ones I'm scared of.
You're scared? Okay, very good, very good. I'll just ask.
Just ask. Yes, that's right, Pastor.
At least I will never tell you otherwise.
Oh, yes.
If you want to know the truth, don't ask the question.
Well, yes, let's be going back to our calendar review.
Yes,
We're not
okay.
going to talk about all the things that Kenny eats
Yeah, that-
because he's not even going to tell the truth. Obviously, no way. So, World Mental Health Day is on the 10th. So that's different from just national. This is World Mental Health Day.
So World Mental Health Day actually comes after the week.
Yes, because the week is celebrated here in the U.S.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I think
gotcha,
that it just
gotcha.
kind of leads up to
Yeah.
the World Mental Health Day,
Okay.
which is to be awesome. Okay, so this month, and I'm just naming a few things here.
Okay.
This month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
In October, you see a lot of women wearing pink. You have
Pink.
all your walks and those kinds of things to help with breast cancer awareness and the support and raising money for the research. This is the month.
And real men wear pink too.
That's
Yes,
correct.
Yes.
That is correct. And y'all look nice in pink. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Nice pink on tones, and y'all don't even realize it until it's October. And then it's like, hey, that kind of look nice on my skin. I had to tell somebody that one day at church. I was like, oh, pink looks nice on you.
You wear pink?
I knew you were going to ask that. Of course, I am. I do have a pink shirt.
Yes.
And yeah. Dress
All
shirt.
right.
Dress shirt. Okay.
Yes. But
Kenny, do you have pink? You have a white shirt with pink on it. Like
Yeah,
stripes or
I
something
have.
or
Well, I
plaid.
have several articles of clothing with a bunch of pink in them.
Okay,
I
here
do.
we go.
I do. Yeah.
This is the month to wear them, babe.
Okay.
I'm going to remember that.
Yes, he's gonna be looking for it. Okay, so National ADHD Awareness Month.
Okay. All
For
right.
those of us who cannot pay attention to stuff,
I mean,
it's it's our awareness month.
it's our awareness month.
I don't know if I'm ADHD, but I do know that I have a short attention span.
Sure.
That I do know.
Yeah.
So
I've been told about myself.
see, so yes, I'm gonna just join on in. I know I have family members who have ADHD.
Yeah.
So this is an awareness that they didn't realize until they were adults.
Right. Yeah.
These kinds of things when we were young weren't really talked about or even tested for.
Well, there was no
they
real
had no
women.
label.
Yes, they
There
didn't
it
have a
is.
label, correct.
You know how he is.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay, so the last one is domestic violence awareness. This is always a tough one
Yeah.
because we don't want to know anyone who's going through domestic violence of any kind,
Yeah.
female or male.
Yeah.
And this is the time to be aware, so that look for signs. And I wish I had probably put the number out for that, but I didn't think about it. So I'll make sure I have it on the next week's podcast.
Okay. Next week
Yes.
on the Marriage Be Like podcast.
Yes, I'll make sure I have the information so that if you know someone who is going through domestic violence, you can call.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. So you ready to jump into our topic?
Let's go.
Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to go?
I
All
did
right.
all this talking. It's your turn.
Well, I mean, so listen, we have been doing a lot of, this is a series on marriage, relationships, principles, tips and tricks,
Yes.
rules. Like, everything was called a rule.
Everything was called a rule. That's
And
why
I
I
don't-
said tips and tricks.
So I like principles
You
better.
like principles.
and then everything had a number to it, right? 5 rules of sleeping. I mean, just craziness, right?
Not what it's-
But I mean, it was really good information to help us focus on being able to spend time together, communicate better,
Yes.
more effectively, and really kind of spice up our interactions with each other.
Yes.
So last week we discussed the big 3,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Another number, right? Communication, trust, and respect. Listen, if you missed that, you need to go back to wherever you get your podcast, but you can go to our website at marriagebelike.com and you can actually see or hear that one, the big three.
Yes.
You really need to check that out. So yeah, did I do good on that?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, you did.
Good. Thank you.
All right. So let's go into our segment.
Okay. Segment.
All right. So today's segment is stories and shout outs.
All right.
I thought it'd be fitting because we've got Pastor Stokes here.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. So stories and shout outs. So let's tell the people why we do segments and
Okay.
games.
So our segments and games really just an opportunity for us to communicate with each other, to help learn a little bit more about each other. Sometimes we, I don't know, we just don't know how to spark a conversation. So then a segment or even a game helps us to do that and create that bond and really kind of connect.
Correct. Good job, babe.
Thanks, babe. I try.
Okay, so who wants to go first on stories and shout outs? Anybody? I'm ready.
Yeah,
I can
go ahead.
first.
Go first.
Okay. I've got 2.
Oh, okay. That's enough for you and me.
Okay, so first, of course, I have to shout out our son, Elijah Green,
Oh, yes.
for his birthday,
Yes.
September the 29th.
Yes.
He turned 26.
26.
Oh my goodness.
Man, I don't even look like I'm old enough to have a 26-year-old.
I know. I think he was a little shocked, too, because he was having a hard time saying 26.
Really?
He
26.
was.
Wow.
And here's the other thing. This was Pastor. Now, his feelings was a little bit hurt, but this was the first year he didn't do anything for his birthday.
Yeah.
This was the first year it actually felt like, okay, it's just a regular birthday, and I got to go to work. He couldn't get off.
26.
Yes, it is what it is.
Yes.
Right? And I was like, yeah, so we only celebrate with parties and gifts on the 5s and the 0s. So
Yes.
this ain't one of them, which means you get nothing.
It means you got 4 more years, bro, before we do anything else.
Right. And we were gone all day yesterday.
All day.
All day that day. So we
All
never
day.
even saw him until it was almost time to go to bed.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I
trying to think,
called
did I
him.
even see him?
Welcome,
I don't even think you saw him.
I didn't even see him.
I called
welcome
him.
to real life.
Thank you. Exactly.
Welcome to adulthood.
Yeah.
I
In
sent
its
him
fullest.
text that morning. I posted on Facebook. I sent him another one later that day. And then I called him. We were still here at the studio, Pastor. And I called him, let me call, at least talk to
Yeah.
his son today.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, he calls Kenny out. Kenny, Dad ain't said nothing.
Yeah.
I said, okay, let's pass his
didn't.
phone.
I sure didn't, But I did right then.
Right,
But he
right.
had to call me out first.
But I was like, you know what? This was a good learning lesson because it was the first time he really felt like, okay, I'm for real an adult. There's no celebrating. Sometimes you just can't do it.
Right.
And I've always pushed to try to make sure that they do it. Not that he's not an adult, not that he don't hold a couple jobs at this point.
Right.
Not that he, can't do things on his own. It's just, this was the first time that he felt like, whoa, there's no celebration. And this
Yeah.
is for real how it is.
Yep.
He got off work and he went and he played his video games and he was just like, that was his
That was it.
celebration and his chill.
That was it.
Okay, so that's my first one.
Okay.
My other one, I was talking to my friend, and it's interesting how God will speak to you, but then he will confirm in conversations with friends. So I was talking about boundaries and trying to make sure that I don't do anything that is out of my comfort zone. Like, I don't want to say it that way. I don't want to do anything that compromises how I feel about something. That's really more of what it is.
Okay.
Not only in personal life, but in general. I'm talking at work. I'm talking with Green Room. I'm talking, business and friendships and families. So I'm talking to her this morning. I'm not going to say her name, but she was saying that she was going through the same lesson. And then when I tell you that how God gave it to me literally verbatim is how she said it. I
Okay.
was like, okay, you know what? And I said, I'll take that lesson because it's a confirmation. And then I had said something in that same conversation that God had spoke to her about. And she was like, you know what? God told me that the other day. I was like, you know what? It's sometimes it comes out. Not that we weren't listening. It was just that I think we both needed confirmation on these things.
Got
If
it.
that makes sense?
Yes.
And so God used both of us to confirm to each other the things that he had told us.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
And
awesome.
we literally sat there like, wow. Just like you said, Pastor. And so we thanked each other. But I just felt like that was just so cool to be able to hear it again and say, okay, Lord, I caught your message. Because what I don't want is for that, I don't want that lesson to sting later.
Yeah.
So I need to.
Because it'll come back to you.
Yes. And that's what she said. She said, you'll keep going through it and going
Yep.
through it till you learn a lesson. I
Till
said,
you
yep,
learn.
I don't want it to sting next time. So I'm learning it today.
That's right. That's right.
And,
All right.
and you said something, Kenya, about boundaries, but boundaries are about you. They're not,
Yes.
They're not really for the other person.
They're not for
you.
the other person.
And the only way that they are yours is if you hold true to them.
Yes.
So, very good. Very good. Boundaries. Interesting topic, too. Yeah.
The first time I even heard boundaries is when I was in counseling with you, Pastor. I did not know what that word was, and you had to break it down. And as you can see, I'm still learning because in my head, boundaries only went with my family members. They didn't go for anybody else.
Yeah.
But now I'm learning, okay, boundaries go for everybody
Yeah.
because they're my boundaries.
There
Yes.
you go. And now, once you give over, let somebody come over those boundaries. They're no longer yours. They're no
That
longer
is true.
yours.
And no one will understand where your line is because you let them go over it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it my turn?
It's your turn if you want to go next.
Okay, yes. Yes. So I'm going to go back a little bit because this wasn't a very recent situation. But the last time we had Pastor on and Miss Misi,
Yes.
so, I always, you talk about affirmations and stuff like
Yes.
that, right? I mean, that's my love language, right? So I received a call right after that episode aired.
Okay.
Yeah. I received a call right after that episode aired from my father. My father called me and says, yeah, man, I was listening to your podcast and he brought up a comment that Misi made. He brought up a comment that she made. And I mean, and really it wasn't there wasn't no conflicting opinion about it. It was just like, yeah, she's right. Of course, we thought this way and that way, but it was something that she said about being a Oakwood student and
Oh, yes.
and A&M student. So,
Right.
No telling what. Yes.
so anyway, yeah, he called me and he said that. So really my point was that, I appreciate the fact that he actually was checking out the podcast.
The podcast, that's true.
I mean, that he didn't have to call me and say, hey, I'm listening. But just because he called and said, yeah, I heard what she said. And yeah, but we thought it was this way, hey, you're listening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
So that was cool. So thanks, Dad, you're listening. Appreciate that.
Amen.
Yeah. Okay. Your turn.
Okay. All right. Wait.
Well, you thought you weren't immune to this?
Yeah, I thought I was. Affirmations, right? That's what we're dealing with.
Well, it's shout outs and stories.
Shout out. Well, I want to shout out to you all for what you all are doing, sowing seeds into marriages and doing it from a very practical vantage point. And it's catching on to those who are listening. And I see growth. I see you all doing greater things. You all are already doing great things, but greater things. And so I just want to give a shout out to you all. MarriageBeLike.com.
.com.
Pastor, we appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, like you say, affirmations. That's pretty cool.
Look, and I'm cheesing more than Kenny, and that's not even my love language. But it's still nice to hear. It's nice to hear.
Yeah.
The whole point of this is to make a difference. So I'm glad that it's working.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to jump into topic?
Yes.
Okay, so I did not put them in order, by the way.
Okay.
Because I didn't remember how we had them in order.
Yeah, I'm looking at this like, what is
They're
this?
not in order, but I'll just run through a couple. You can run through a couple. How
Okay.
about that? Okay,
All right.
so yes, Kenny was correct. Most of them deal with numbers.
All of them had numbers.
I don't know why that is. You could ask the experts on marriage. Okay, so the 5-5-5 rule. Principle. I still put rule down. I sure did. Okay, 5 minutes, you talk.
Yes.
5 minutes, you listen.
Yes.
5 minutes, we compromise.
Okay. That's where that 555 come in.
That's where it came. You know what? I'm gonna tell another story. I actually now when we did this podcast though, we had not used this, but the other day I used it with Caleb.
Okay.
So I called him one morning, and I could hear I had said something that did not sit right with him, and I could hear it in his voice. He didn't say anything, but I could hear it. So later. Much later in the day, I came back. I was like, "Hey, you good?" And he was like, "Yeah," but again, it was still there. So I was like, "So tell me what it is," because I could hear it on the phone that something wasn't right. So he was hesitant. I said, "I'm not gonna be offended. Just go ahead and say it." So he went ahead and told me, and I was quiet, Kenny. I actually listened.
That's a miracle in and of itself.
It wasn't 5 minutes. I actually stopped and I listened to everything he had to say because I remembered this principle.
Mm-hmm.
So then I said, "Okay, you good? You finished?" He was like, "Yeah, I guess so." So then I explained how I felt and what I actually meant by what I said. He said he didn't want me to do it again, but he told me how he felt about it. So then I just, proceeded, "Hey, I didn't mean to do it this way. I didn't mean to say it that way. That's not what I meant. I'm sorry it came out that way, blah, blah, blah." So then I said, "Okay, well, let's compromise. What can we do to make sure that," because I was correcting him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to parent him because he's an adult. And I told him I don't want to. But if I see something that's wrong, or if I see something that can be improved upon, I feel like as his mama, I should be able to say that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, "Yes, you can, but not like that." I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
Okay. All right. I get it. And I wasn't even offended how he said it. I wasn't offended by how he felt about it or that he said it to me. And I said, "Okay, well, how about this? I won't say anything unless I see the slip up." He said he'd do better. And I said, "Okay, so if I see you slip up, can I then say something?" He was like, "Go ahead." I was like, "Okay." Now, normally that would not be the conversation. And so I was happy to use this principle, even in a situation of non-marriage.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, a lot of the principles that we talk about really are not just for marriage relationships.
They were for relationships.
They're for
Yes.
relationships in general, and
Right.
and so, I mean, just like we talk about, I mentioned the 5 love languages, but I mean, even there, the book, The 5 Love Languages, and then you've got the 5 love languages for children.
Yes.
That's a whole other book.
Yes.
And so if you look at these same principles that we talk about for our marriage, it does still apply.
I agree.
Well, actually, let me think, because one of these was what was that one with the 6
777.
Was it the 777?
Yes.
I don't know. That may still apply, but there was one that said something about a 6-second kiss.
Oh,
Now,
yeah,
I
no,
don't
that
know.
does not apply to any other. That doesn't apply to
I
any
forget
other.
which one was that.
I didn't even put it on here. Yeah, because it actually fell in the midst of something else. Yeah.
But Sabbath, we talked about active listening
Yes.
in our communication with God and what that means. We talk about active listening in our marital relationships.
Yeah.
Yes.
So active listening works in every situation.
It does.
Especially when you're dealing with employers and employees. Active
Yes.
listening. Those whom we associate with on a regular basis. So many things get lost in communication.
Yeah.
And we find out that active listening takes some work, but it's worth the work.
Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And active listening was talked about in each of these principles.
Mm-hmm.
You just kept seeing it come up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You want to take the next one, babe?
Sure. So then the next one was the 10-minute rule, right? So the 10-minute rule, and each one of these, I mean, of course, you can go back to our website, right, at marriagebelike.com. You can actually see, I mean, we've labeled them by these names, right?
Yes.
The 5-5-5 rule, the 10-minute rule. We didn't change them to principles. We just keep
didn't.
calling them principles.
Because that's what.
So the 10-minute principle, Basically just 10 minutes a day of positive, focused interaction
Yes.
with your spouse. I mean, and this is intentional.
Yes.
This is time that you remember we did that date challenge. Did we talk? I don't know if we talked about
We
this.
did. We've talked about it on the podcast, and this was the one that said the 6-second kiss. Yes.
Yeah, but you know, we did that date challenge, and I really didn't think that that we could have been effective in that, right? I mean, I thought that our lives was just too busy to do the date challenge. Which, what was it, like 30-minute date?
Yes. I
Every day.
think we were supposed to do 30 minutes. Yeah.
30-minute date every day for 30 days. And so, but here we're talking about 10 minutes of focused interaction.
Yes.
Yeah. Or like that time we went out to lunch, Kenya, and she doubled that. We went to a buffet and sat down. In the first 20 minutes, I sat there and listened to her decompress.
And we said this on the podcast, but Pastor just didn't hear it. So yes, I was frustrated that day, Pastor. So before I could even eat, I had to kind of get it off my chest.
Did you have a plate of food sitting in front
I
of you?
did not. I had not even
How about
gotten
you,
that.
Kenny?
No.
Okay. All right. Very good.
We were at a buffet.
Yeah.
Neither one of us got up to the plate. I'm like, I got to.
Gotta talk.
And I was hungry.
Did you active? But you were active listening.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I could. It was like I heard her in one ear and my stomach growling in the other.
And everybody's plates clattering.
Oh man, you know. I mean, I think I've seen
It's a good
one
testing
person.
ground. That was good testing ground. Kenya, I admired.
I think I've seen one person get up twice by the time we finished. So, anyway,
But he did do his active listening.
Amen.
And I felt so much better. I just needed to tell somebody.
yeah.
I just needed to get it off my chest. And then I was like, okay, time to eat. And we were, I was good to go.
So that 10-minute rule, I mean, it just gives us an opportunity really to kind of focus on each other
Yes.
and spend time again intentionally. And yeah, I mean, and that's every day, right?
Yes, every
That's
day.
Every day.
That's the focus.
Yeah, we can't allow the hustle and bustle or the whirlwind of our daily lives to get in the way of that. We really got to
Correct.
take the time to spend at least 10 minutes with each other.
Yes. Okay, so the next one is the 5-to-1. That's called, the nickname is the magic ratio.
Yeah.
So every negative interaction, there should be 5 positive interactions.
Yes.
And that's hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
I mean, because if I do 3, that's still not enough. You got to do 5 because you're supposed to keep the ratio.
And I need you to be honest when you keep track of your negative. Because
As you tell.
Kenya, if you do 3 negatives, that means you have to do 15.
Oh, yes.
and I will be counting.
You know what? I'll be counting. You the one who does the negative interactions. You and your little attitude.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Pastor, you didn't know Kenny had attitude.
no. Well, I'm not going to say I didn't. Yeah. We're
So every
we're
time
working
you-
a little closer now.
Yes.
So,
Every time you get an attitude with me, Kenny, you have to do 5 good interactions.
It's hard work right there.
I should see those dimples along the way as well.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the 5-to-1 ratio. The next
Yes.
one.
That's the next one you're doing.
Oh, the next one. Okay. The 4 A's of healthy communication. The 4 A's. Now, this one had A's, right?
Yes, that was the only one that really.
But there were
had
4
those,
of them.
Yeah.
4. All right. So the 4 A's of healthy communication: acceptance, appreciation, affection, and attention. Say that again.
Yes.
Acceptance, appreciation, affection, and attention.
it's interesting. They all sound the same.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, they all, but they each mean something.
Something
Yeah,
different.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
When we did the podcast for this one, we really had to break that down because it's not just verbal communication either.
Yeah.
Some of these also are physical communication.
Yeah.
And to be able to do the combo of the two is still communicating. And you want positive communications with those. So that was something that we brought out. I hadn't even really thought about it before we did the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
The 4 A's of healthy communication. I like that.
You know, and oftentimes when we think about communication, you know, communicating with each other, you know, sometimes we think of the shallow part of it.
Yeah.
You know, just to sit down and talk. Oh, let me tell you what happened today.
Right.
You know, but then as you really dig into communicating with each other, it's more about a learning experience.
Sure.
You know, as we learn more about each other and learn how to work with each other.
Sure. And in communication, they're really it's difficult to label it as shallow.
Yeah.
Because any communication that I'm having with, especially with my significant other, is drawing them in some way, shape,
point.
form, or fashion.
Yeah.
And so even if I am communicating how my day went, you know, my communication about how my day went looks different from how my wife communicates. And she wants me to communicate more. Is that all that happened? Well, in my mind, that's all that happened.
Yeah.
And I'm just sharing with you from my perspective.
Yeah.
But yet I'm drawing you into my world.
Yeah.
And that's what communication is all. That's why communication is probably one of the most important things in marriages and in developing good relationships.
I agree.
You know, and here's the thing. I mean, just like you talk about the, because I didn't want to make it sound like communication, it can be shallow.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Because sometimes what I see, you know, just like you ask the question, well, how did your day go, or what happened in your day? And personally, you know, my day was my day. I mean, I worked. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I mean, what else do you want me to tell you? You know, and so then that may seem like a little bit of nothing, right? To me. But if Kenya's asking me, she wants to know.
I want details.
Yeah. And so, yeah, you're right. I appreciate you pointing that out.
Okay, what's the next one? Oh, wait, are we going into our game?
You want to go to the game?
Yeah.
Let's do the game.
All right, Pastor Stokes, you going to do the game with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Figured this time I'd ask you.
I don't want to be the odd man out. So.
Okay, so this one is called Which One?
Yes.
Okay, so we've got a list here. And we'll just call, I guess I could just call it and everybody just ask.
Yeah, that's fine.
Answer. Okay. So you just say which one you like, one or the other. There's no in between.
Okay.
It's just which one. Okay. BLT. Oh, sorry. This is the food edition.
Okay.
Food edition. Okay.
BLT or grilled cheese?
Grilled cheese for me.
BLT with stripples.
No bacon bag?
Look, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I've had that, and that's good.
Is it?
It tastes pretty good. But yeah, we'll leave the pig alone. So
Yes, I
I'll eat
appreciate it,
this
especially
stripple.
with the pescatarian sitting beside you.
But do you know that there's some good beef bacon?
Now I'm gonna tell you what. To get to that point, I actually prefer.
I'm just saying that.
No, but to that point, I actually think beef bacon tastes better than turkey bacon.
Wow. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to. Yes, it does. Yeah, when I was growing up, we weren't the best vegetarians, and Sundays, my dad would get beef bacon, and Kroger's sold beef bacon.
Going to Kroger's now. As soon as we finish.
I don't know if they still do, but and then we were in Washington a couple of years ago, and a friend of ours took us to an Amish market, and they had
Really?
yeah. I mean, they had a whole lot. But they had beef bacon too.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Just but anyway, grilled cheese is mine. I can do a pretty good grilled cheese sandwich.
Okay.
I like grilled cheese.
Yeah.
If you put bacon on that grilled cheese.
Then you'll be happy. Okay, the next one is pizza or pasta. Who wants to say it first? You're trying to decide.
Pizza.
Ooh, yeah, pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza or pasta?
But I gotta have that thin crust pizza.
That's me.
You know, Kenya eats that bready.
I do.
Really?
Yeah,
do.
man. It's like, no, just give me the thin crust.
Yeah, that's what I want. I like it.
I will also eat the thin crust, but I prefer the pan.
The pan. Okay.
Yeah, no, thin crust for me all day long.
Okay, so pizza, not pasta. Is that
I
your
mean,
answer?
I don't know if we said that yet, right?
You haven't. You talked about the kinds of pizza, so I'm just going to assume that, but then I asked.
I'm gonna say pizza for me.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be pizza.
Pizza for both of you. Okay. All right. I actually am gonna go with pasta.
Wow.
Okay. Angel
like
hair
them.
pasta is good though.
Yes.
Really?
I like them both.
Angel hair?
I prefer. I like the thinnest of
But one of my favorite restaurants is nothing but noodles.
Oh yeah.
So pasta is my
Every
thing.
time I turn around, let's go to
With the family or without the family, I will totally go by myself and be
by
happy.
herself.
Be happy, Pastor.
Yeah.
Okay, ketchup or mustard?
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
What are we putting it on?
It doesn't matter what you're putting it on. What is your preference?
Mustard. I got neither.
Really?
I mean, if it was a hot dog, a beef hot dog, a turkey hot dog,
You're making it complicated.
I am. I'm sorry, but ketchup and mustard
Ketchup.
and relish.
Relish is not even on the list.
Yeah, right.
We're talking about hot dogs.
No, we're talking about ketchup or mustard.
Ketchup and mustard.
Pastor knows how to follow instructions. Come on, Kenny. I'm with you, Pastor. I'm going with ketchup.
Ketchup.
On a burger, I want nothing: meat, cheese, and bread.
Yeah.
Really? You don't like any condiments on it?
Nope.
Wow.
It's always hard when we have to order for Kenny because he doesn't want anything on it.
It's that hard.
It is because I'm not gonna check your burger.
Yeah, and then
I'm
I
just
get
gonna
it.
pray and hope.
There's mayonnaise slapped
You
all
got
over it.
attitude.
Yes, and yes.
There's the attitude.
Okay, so now we're talking about beef or alternative meat.
I mean, beef. What in the world? I'm sorry.
You know, this is a hard one for me, even though I'm not a consumer of beef, but I used to be. And and it's not the taste that keeps me away from it. It's, just trying to do a little better. And all our alternative meat is not good.
Not good.
This is true. This is true. And this question isn't after I'm doing better, which do I want?
Oh,
this
no,
is
This is all about you.
this is your preference.
I hope I don't get kicked out of
You can whisper it to us on camera.
Yeah.
For me, it's alternative meat. And for those meats that don't taste the greatest, for those alternative meats that don't taste the greatest, I just season it up.
Yeah. I'm a fan of a good filet, ribeye.
Yeah. I don't eat meat.
Yeah. Give me all the beef. Where's
Yes.
the beef?
And oftentimes, Pastor, when
On
we
my
go
plate.
out, I'll order things, and if it comes with meat, I'll be like, "That's okay. He'll
I
just
got
eat
somebody.
it. He'll eat it." Mhm.
You know, this one is harder for me because I like the alternative meat. I really do, most of it.
Yeah,
Especially-
most of them.
Especially when you have somebody that can really cook it.
Yes.
No, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I'm gonna. But coming up, beef was give me some beef.
Yeah.
I grew up when we would on Saturday nights we would go to the Jewish market and get corned beef and knockwursts. You want a real hot dog? You get from the Jewish market.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so that's
And
but
what was it called again?
knockwursts.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, they're now they are
hot dog?
kosher hot dogs
Okay.
that
Okay.
are delicious. They have a little spicy. Well, let me stop. Let me. He's getting
Your answer is about to be beef.
Now I will say this: there's a lot of alternative meat that don't taste the same as it used to
Yeah.
15, 20 years ago.
Okay.
There's something. I mean, in the last 5 or 6 years, maybe
Most of them have gone
they
vegan.
have changed.
Yeah, they've
and,
gone vegan.
You know,
Which,
so
it's better for us all.
Yeah.
But it does taste different. I would have to agree.
Because I am on you all's podcast, I'm gonna stick with alternative meat.
All right, Pastor. Good for you.
nothing to do with
Way
our
to go. Way to go, Pastor.
Because I almost talked myself into a burger.
Rolling down memory lane.
Yes. Pull up, Stokes, pull up. Yes.
Okay, so the last one is bun or bread?
now are we talking like hamburger bun, hot dog bun?
Bun or bread, Kenny Green? Whatever it is you're talking about, bun or bread?
I mean, there's something wrong with this game because there's no.
I got this game off of a TV show. It was a cooking TV show. I can't remember the name of it, but Layla Ali is the host.
I mean, are we talking like rye bread, whole wheat bread, whole grain?
So that's bread for you instead of bun?
I don't know because I don't know what we're talking about.
We're talking about bread or bun. Pastor, what's your thoughts?
I can pretty much go with bread.
Yeah, I feel the same.
I like Texas toast bread. Texas toast, is that a bun or is it bread?
That's bread. I knew bread for me because oftentimes it's hard to find like a whole wheat bun or anything like that. But you can get a variety of breads, but buns come very few that ain't white. So white bread.
Okay. Now the bun that was at Zoe's reception, that was good. I had about 5 or 6 of them.
Yes, it was a roll.
Thank you, Zoe and Terrence. That was some good buns.
Yes, it was a roll, but yes.
Roll. So wait, bun, roll, or bread? Now, see, you done messed everything up.
No, you messed it up. Nobody said anything about roll. It's bun or
Taking
bread.
this to a whole nother level.
No,
I don't even,
it's difficult.
I don't even know what the difference between a bun and a roll
Okay,
is.
you know what? We're just gonna go on down to the topic.
Move
All
on.
right. Good game, people. Okay, so the 5 love languages. Of course, I'll start off with one. Receiving gifts because
That's hers.
mine.
That's hers.
That is mine, yes. What's
it?
yours, babe?
Words of affirmation.
Okay, that's your top one. Pastor, what's yours? Do you know your top one?
I do not know
What?
what my top one is. I always have a hard time with this because
Okay.
I fluctuate.
I fluctuate between 2 as well,
Yeah,
though.
words of affirmation, gifts, receiving gifts,
Quality time.
quality time,
Physical touch.
physical touch, and
Acts of service.
yeah. I fluctuate between words of kindness and acts of service. Those are the 2 that
okay.
I kind of run between. So, yeah.
I totally see your acts of service.
Yeah. So that's yeah. So
And that's one of mine. That's one of my top.
I'm gonna be like Kenny now. I'm not gonna prolong the conversation like Kenny did. I fluctuate.
Between those 2.
Yeah, but I know the difference between the 2 as opposed to not knowing the difference between a bun
And a roll.
and some bread.
Tell him, Pastor.
So yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, I feel like just then we went through them all. You know,
Yeah, we
yes,
did. We
I
talked
agree.
about
I
it,
actually fluctuate between acts of service and receiving gifts, and then there's a long distance between the next ones.
And
but I'll flip
can
back
see-
and forth
I can
between the
see-
2.
And yours is
Words of affirmation.
yeah.
What's your
And
next one?
I see that.
I believe physical touch will make
Yes,
the next one.
that's correct. Yours is physical.
You would tell me that's correct?
That's correct.
You would tell me.
Now the question is, with her knowing that, what does she do with that information?
I had to. You know what? That's how I know.
Nothing.
That's not true. But
Hey, she does nothing on her words of affirmation. So I don't even know how this has lasted this long. No.
see, and that's why I said there's a long distance between.
Yeah.
Because I had to work hard on his because
Sure.
they're not mine.
Sure.
I mean, when I say low percentage,
But I mean, and that's the whole point, you know. And if you know, to really get a better idea of what we're talking about, you got to go back to the website. You can check out the 5 love languages. I
was
think
2
we did that-
episodes.
Yeah, we did that in 2 parts because there's a whole lot to how that works, how we
Yes.
see it, how we give it, how we receive it, and yeah, we definitely need to check that out so that you can understand what we mean by that and
Right.
why we can joke about it and talk.
and you can hear how we are polar opposites
Yes. So
in our love languages.
yeah.
Okay, so the last one is the 777 rule of marriage.
Notice everything has numbers.
It doesn't matter. It's just easy to remember. This one I would say is my favorite
Okay.
because
Yeah,
it,
because it's got the vacation thing in it.
it. Okay, so this one is you're supposed to go somewhere, do a date or something every 7 days.
Yes.
Then 7 weeks, you take a mini vacation.
Staycation, mini something.
Correct.
Run out.
7 months, you take a for real vacation.
Yes.
And then you start all over again. But of
All over
course,
again.
each week you should have a date.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why this is my favorite pastor. Because then Kenny can take me places.
Love it. Love it.
That's why.
Yeah.
I can take her place.
We're a little behind on our 7 months, but we'll go somewhere in December.
We're a little behind. For the record, I'll be out of town 1 week in December. Just let you know.
Just a horrible time to tell.
Appreciate it. This going to tell me on the podcast.
Horrible time, yes.
As though I'm supposed to say something contrary to that. Especially in a relationship talk podcast.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Please
Exactly.
go. Please go. That's what I'm. You don't even have to tell me which weekend it's going to be. Just go and enjoy.
Oh my goodness. Yes, that would be our it will not be our 7 month, but it'll be our vacation week.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But we generally do our 7 days. Sometimes we do fewer than 7 day dates.
That's good. That is good.
Meaning, so for clarification, we do it more frequent than every 7 days.
That's correct.
Because it did sound like a little weird.
Sorry.
Fewer than 7 days.
Okay, so those were our topics. Those were the things that we talked about. You can go back and listen to them all, the full podcast where we give examples and explanations. And now it's time for Pastor Stokes Speaks. He's going to give us a nice quick summary of them all
Wow.
and his take on what we should do and how we should do it and however he wants to say it.
You know, I'm going to kind of run off of what you put out was do tricks. And I have to be careful how I say this. 'Cause this do tricks and tips
Yes.
help a marriage work,
Yes.
keep a marriage going. And I would say they help, but they are not the cure. When marriages start running into trouble, it doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. And so just like it's a process when we're getting in trouble, it's a process to come out of that trouble. And so a trick or a tip may help. It may be a Band-Aid, but oftentimes tips and tricks, if they don't lead to deeper discussion, introspection, having, what am I bringing to the table? How have I caused this? Then we run into problems. And then not having those deep conversations. So when you go on a date, are you just going for the fun, or are you going to take a couple of minutes and just kind of find out what's on your heart?
Right.
What I want you to hear what's on my heart. Things may not be going the way I want them to go. Sometimes it's hard for a man to actually say that, and for some of us, it's hard for us to say it to our spouse that things aren't going the way I want, not because of you. There's some stuff in me.
Yeah.
Having those deeper conversations help marriages grow, and they don't hurt, but they help it grow. And so tips and tricks are helpful, but they're not the cure. And what you all have been doing throughout your series over these last few weeks, you all have been talking about how to talk to each other.
Yes.
And that's what makes the difference. When you look at Gottman's 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, he says that if these 4 things are happening in your marriage, then they're leading you down the road to divorce. And I think it's contempt, it's being critical, stonewalling, and I can't think of the other one right offhand. Please forgive me. But there are 4 things that Gottman identifies as these are crucial to look at, and they will lead you towards the road to divorce. But all of it's communication, or the lack of stonewalling is the lack of communicating. And contempt is how I communicate. Criticism is what am I communicating? All of those things. And so communication is crucial. You can't have good intimacy.
No.
If
true.
y'all ain't talking,
Right.
at least talk.
Yeah.
So those things, being able to talk to one another. There's an old R&B song, "Can We Talk?"
Yes.
I can't go back too far.
No.
But that's what makes the difference. And so as you all have been talking these last few weeks about the power of communication, that's the way it is with our walk with God.
Yeah.
It's not so. It's what I do with God is a direct reflection of how much time I'm spending talking to God, and not just me talking, but me hearing what He has to say to me. And that's what makes this relationship awesome, is when I can hear from Him and I believe He hears from me. That's what changes the dynamics in relationships. And that's why, and I'll just put this in, that's why we have to be careful how much we're communicating with other people.
Say it, Pastor.
Because what you're saying, that's why you don't need to tell everybody your business, what's happening in your house and all of those sort of things. You're sharing too much, because what you're really doing, you're sharing you, and you're drawing somebody into your world. Best person to share you with is with the person that you're with.
Right.
And best person to draw into your world is the person that you're with. And so this thing that you all have been talking about has been an awesome theme, communicating, talking to one another. And I hope and pray that as you all continue doing what you're doing, you'll continue to help us in our walk with one another, this earthly walk with one another, to where we're having more peace in our homes and more joy in our homes. So
Thank you,
that's my
Pastor.
piece. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You know, it's interesting you said Dr. Gottman, because several of these we got from him.
From me. Okay. Okay.
And in one of the, I don't remember what episode, but one of the episodes we did talk about, we didn't say it in that way,
No.
to the road to divorce, but we did speak on each of those topics.
Defensiveness.
yes,
is the other.
there we
Yeah,
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, so we did more so go into detail, but when you said Gottman, I was like, and I didn't put in here where we got them from. So I'm glad that you brought that out. Thank you.
Yeah, he is. I use him quite a bit, and he to me he's awesome.
Yes.
Relationship coach and counselor.
Yes.
And those four horsemen, they just
Yes, the four horsemen.
And I find myself being careful in how I communicate. Every point of communication, even in the pastor's house, is not littered with sweetness, and so sometimes we have disagreements, but that's a part of it. So,
That is.
Because you're two different people.
That's right.
And like one writer said, it's not how often you argue, it's how you make up. It's how you what are the dynamics for that. So
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Pastor. I appreciate
Thank you guys for asking me to be a part of this awesome experience.
Well, we're especially honored, glad that you are willing to spend a little bit of time with us. Because we know you're a busy guy.
Yes.
You got a lot going on.
But I knew that you could sum up this
I'm
series
an
perfectly.
organized guy.
Yes. But I knew I needed you to come on at least to summarize, even if you couldn't. But I'm so happy we were able to stay the whole time.
Yes.
But I knew that I wanted you on to summarize this, because I knew that your words would be perfect, and they were spot on.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Thank you,
perfect.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we want to thank Pastor Stokes for coming through and sticking with us during
Yes.
the podcast.
For
The
as
Marriage
long
Be
as he
Like.
could.
Yes, for as long as he could. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. And of
Yes,
course, everything he says is always spot on. That's why he's our pastor, and that's why we have him on our podcast.
Absolutely.
Yes, so
Absolutely.
intelligent, and he's always on point.
Yes.
So we thank him. And what I forgot to do was give the title of our podcast today.
Oh, yeah. What I mean?
Can tips and tricks save marriages?
Okay, so yeah, you heard Pastor Stokes say that a couple
Yes.
times, right? Can
That's-
tips and tricks. Wow, I see why he had a hard time saying that, right? So yeah, go ahead, because I'm
Can
not.
tips and tricks save marriages? That's the title of our podcast. And I'm glad that he mentioned it when he gave his summary, because that's when I realized I forgot to say it at the beginning.
Okay.
But yeah, so at this point we are closing.
Yeah. Well,
We're closing now.
can we do something here real quick?
Sure.
Just so you know, right? Pastor Stokes, Pastor Nelson B. Stokes, is the senior pastor of the New Life SDA Worship Center here in Huntsville, Alabama. The address is 3912 Pulaski Pike.
Yes, it is.
And you can check us out at newlifehsv.org. What is wrong?
I I just realized we didn't give an introduction. We were just like, thank you, Pastor Stokes. And we didn't say where he pastored or anything. And I'm so sorry.
I mean, just threw the man in there. So,
know.
That's why I feel like, well, no, we got to fix this.
Yes.
So anyway, he's a senior pastor. He's been there, 7 years at this point?
I think so.
Yeah. So,
we're so excited. We're so happy.
Yes. So anyway, we want to thank Pastor Stokes, but come check us out on newlifehsv.org, and you can see our services there each week. So we certainly want to invite you to check that out.
Okay, yes. And so you can also check out our podcast on marriagebelike.com. So we talked a couple of times about going back and listening.
Yes.
Even though we were finishing up a series and he did the summary, go back and listen to each one.
Yeah.
And that way you can get all the information that is needed.
Absolutely.
Please also share, like, and subscribe to our podcast.
Yes.
Share it with your people.
Share it with all your people, mama and them, auntie them, uncle and them.
We appreciate you all listening on envision-radio.com.
I still haven't gotten over that. I said mama and them, auntie and them, uncle and them. I still haven't gotten over that lady calling me uncle while we were in that Lux Brew. I mean, like, I'm not. Do I look? I'm not old. No,
it's just the gray hair.
Is that what it is?
Young.
Anyway.
We were older than her.
Yeah, well, I had to tell her, don't call me that. You don't call me uncle.
It takes some adjustment. Yes.
And I know she did it out of love.
Out of love and respect.
Yeah, but
you just don't see yourself
act
like that, even though your nephews are grown.
My name is Kenny.
Okay, so going back to thank you for listening on envision-radio.com.
Yes.
Every Thursday at 4 o'clock and
Eastern time.
And 3 o'clock Central Time.
Yes.
If you miss us on Envision Radio, then you can catch us the next day on Friday.
That's
we
right.
only let y'all hear it on Thursday on Envision Radio.
That's right.
On Friday and thereafter, you can listen on marriagebelike.com.
Apple Podcasts.
Yes. Spotify.
Amazon Music Podcast.
And now you can see us on
YouTube.
Yes,
I got it.
You got it. You can see us on YouTube. So we are on all the places, anywhere you get your podcast, basically.
That's
okay?
Right. So
you can email us at
Kenny and
Kenya
at marriagebelike.com.
You can email us there to give your feedback.
Yes.
If you'd like to be on the show, particularly if you're a local.
Yes.
If you live here in Huntsville, Alabama, or the surrounding areas.
That's right.
Also, we have a devotional that we have co-wrote.
Yes.
Echoes of Faith.
Faith.
So if you'd like to order that book, we will autograph it for you and we will ship it out to you. You can have your very own book.
Yes, with our autograph.
Autographs, that is correct.
Not signature, autograph.
That is correct. So make sure you order. You can order on our email as well for that.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us.
Now, a couple of things here. We want to say thank you to our son, KEG Beats, for the music you're hearing right now.
Yes.
Right now. Right? And listen, the Marriage Be Like podcast is a production of Green Room Entertainment. We are a media production company. Look at that. You can check us out at greenroomentertain.com.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
Yes.
And have a good week. Bye-bye.